Hello, this is One Idea a Day, AI in Agriculture, and today we will continue our conversation which we have started yesterday regarding the synthetic data, and speak about the AI-generated data, visual data. And this is like a logical continuation about what you can do and what can be helpful for you in developing some specific models for agricultural applications. And for these purposes, for illustration, this idea, I want to highlight to you that I have started a new series called I Asked AI in LinkedIn. So, and the first example, the first experiment I decided to do with Apple Scab because of yesterday. Yesterday I mentioned why I love Apple Scab so much, because we spent quite a lot of time of understanding how these Apple Scab lesions look on the surface of apple tree leaves. And as a result, I thought, okay, if we can, we did it with leaves and created this 50 shades of green, not gray. You know, there is a literature masterpiece, let's say, about some shades of gray, but we worked with green. And regarding this specific point, I decided not to take leaves. However, leaves are actually the doorway for Apple Scab to be developed at all. But it's easier to work specifically if we are speaking about general LLM models. It's easier to work with some traditional approach, not the early stage and young leaves and like that. So I took apples, imagery of apples, and just tried to decide how it will be, how the AI system imagine these apples with Apple Scab. And yes, in this file which I have developed, you can find the real images. I took them from Royal Horticulture Society website and my website. And also I explored how a few models see the Apple Scab on the apples. And by the way, it's very late stage, so it's traditionally, if we think about some consumer ready market, it's you rarely see this in the supermarkets because it's never demonstrated in that way. But for example, if you go to traditional orchards and less spraying, specifically preventive spraying, then it's possible to see, and this is how it looks like. So let's do it. Let's see it. So I am just checking my smartphone, and here is the what you can see as well. So what is the first thing regarding the image models which I have selected? I suggest maybe next time, because it's a series, so it's the first step just. So next time I will have another example and another challenge. But for this, I have selected some models which have already established their reputation as good one. So Imagen 4, this one, is quite good in creating the images, but it was mainly about images with humans. So that's why I believe that this image which we see here, it's a little bit unreal, and the reason is mainly because the model has the percentage of data which has been used for training this model was mainly about the humans and not about this niche specific task which we have given to this model. And then I also tried Gemini. Gemini is good, and yeah, it's creative one. And I think that what is the good thing that they, as you can see, the shape of the lesion is, some of the lesions are pretty real, looks like real, but still, if you consider the texture, and I mentioned this aspect yesterday, that texture, it's a separate science, you know. So that's why I think that texture is a little bit off. Then I took Flux 1 Dev, and again, it's out of the box. Thinking about Apple Scab like this, it's not the purely biological way. Let's say it's creative way, how it may look like in some, I don't know, future version of Apple Scab or something like that. But I mean that obviously it was, the prompt was clearly red, and we see the lesion, but this spot of disease, but probably the model even does not know what is the scab at all. And yeah, that's why we see this one. Then, one more extraordinary result is about ByteDance. But what is interesting regarding this? Yes, it looks odd, honestly. At the same time, if you look at the texture of the problem, it's quite realistic. And this is the point where, you know, all of them together, if we will think about like ByteDance, its texture, then here in Flux we have very nice coloring, then here in Gemini we have very good edges of lesions, and here we have maybe again these micro spots. They are demonstrating the realistic texture of the apple. So altogether they are just doing such a good job, but separately we still see that they are not perfect. And final, or not final, because final is the winner, my winner, but obviously you can have your own one. Then we have Qwen. Qwen is something special, let's say, because it's obviously, yeah, maybe some of the top one, maybe they look like Apple Scab, but the other look like rotten apple. It's not Apple Scab, but anyway. Yes, ChatGPT. I was expecting a bit different photo, honestly, but yeah, it's okay because, you know, again, they demonstrated this crack, this texture of spots, but very symmetrical location of the spots. It's kind of demonstrating that it's artificial. And yes, final choice. This is the Midjourney. And I think, yes, maybe again the texture is not perfect. And if we will take it from Gemini or maybe from this ByteDance, like in terms of cracks, then it will be even more excellent. But overall feeling is quite acceptable, let's say. So that's why I think Midjourney is quite good in understanding how the Apple Scab on the Apple looks. And yes, so I think this is the end of today's Idea Day, because it's the final slide. And on Thursday I will have a new challenge for AI systems. Maybe I will take some other models to demonstrate their capabilities. But it's just interesting how the state-of-the-art models can help us with creating synthetic data set for agriculture, creating AI in agriculture. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow with one more idea.